Robozoid.
Ooh, coming in
It is
hot.
the Robozoid. He's actually back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was a 2-week ban.
He never went away, baby.
Oh yeah, he never
Robozoid.
went away in the Dana Loesch chat. I was there every day.
No one can
I
get
feel
him there.
safe here in the Dana Loesch chat. Jesus Christ, it's
That's a cool
the
thing.
Dana Loesch chat. I don't like thinking about that too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it last episode, I think, the Dana Loesch chat that Robozoid hangs out in. It's not like the official Dana Loesch thing. It's like a copy of a copy of a copy live streamed on Rumble and everything else. And I assume there's one on Rumble too, or Odyssey, or wherever they stream this shit. They multi-stream it, and each one has this own little community of people who they have nicknames for each other, and they show up every day, and it's all like people in their 60s and 70s who have a million medical problems from living like
Robozoid
fatty.
fits right in.
Yeah, and Robozoid is in there, and he's the youngest person by like 30 years.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any medical problems.
Not at
That's
all.
true.
Not
He
anymore.
fixed himself.
Got rid of that shit heart.
Yeah, I got a good
Episode
heart now.
112.
Wow.
Wow.
Welcome to the show.
1, 2.
Oh, I like that. We did a cold open there.
Welcome to Clown
Yep.
Hell. That's the name of the episode.
Do you guys remember 112, the R&B group?
I don't. Unless I heard one
I don't
of their
think so.
songs, then I might.
You probably did. They had
I mean, if
Yeah,
you
I mean,
played one of me the
they had a
songs,
song-
I probably would. I just don't remember the
they
name.
had a song featuring Biggie, so I guarantee you heard
Okay,
them.
then yeah.
Oh, and they
Who's that?
they
The
were
opposite of
singing
Literally.
they were singing the
Oh,
they were
me?
singing the group vocals on I'll Be Missing You as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they did the song Peaches and Cream.
Okay.
And Only You featuring Biggie.
Millions of peaches and cream.
In fourth grade, there was a kid who was a W word,
Oh, okay, yeah.
the hard W.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
white.
We can
You
say
know the
it.
one I mean?
We can say
Oh, we're white. We can say it.
I actually don't
And
even
I-
like saying it now because it's Sam Hyde's
Yeah. Oh,
handle.
that's right.
It's more offensive to me in that way.
Yeah, I don't like Gen X humor.
Yeah.
That kid used to sing Peaches and Cream at school, and I don't know how he even heard it. I don't know who was listening to horny R&B around him.
His
I
parents?
think his older brother was. I hope his parents weren't listening to that around
Yeah, well,
the
they
house
put it
because
on-
it's sexual.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Well, maybe they put it on when they were having sex to hide the sounds of them having sex. Fucking like
Oh,
dogs.
that's pretty good. That's a great idea, actually. You're having sex, and in the next room, your kids are there, so you blast "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye.
Well, surely they're
Or-
not going
or
to have
Color
sex
Me
to
Bad.
this.
Had sex in there.
Yeah, surely
You're
they're not
playing
going to
"Bump and Grind" by R. Kelly.
Fuck.
Like, I think they're just listening to
Yeah,
music.
they just really like the song.
You get two like 12-year-old sons are out there just fucking playing like N64, and they hear like just through the door, "You ain't gotta say too much from the look in your eyes. I can tell you wanna fuck." Be like, damn, I hate our sexy parents.
Mom and Dad are just listening to "I Want Your Sex" by George Michael.
Damn, I hate our swinger parents that love R&B.
I think our parents are swinging with each other. We all have the same parents. It's awesome.
My parents are
That's
so
what
in
we
love.
meant.
It's like they're cheating on each other with each other.
Fuck off.
My dad pwns my mom's clit brown taint area.
The clit / brown / taint area.
All right, quick. What's everyone's favorite song to fuck to?
I don't have a playlist like that, man.
Yeah,
you,
you don't.
you don't have your
No, I'm
horny
not like-
time.
I'm not like
Yeah, I don't
Jeffrey
really
It's time
put
to
stuff
get
on.
down
I'm
and
not
fuck
like Jeffrey Epstein with
playlist.
fucking. I'm not like Jeffrey Epstein with fucking. What is
JE
it?
Vacation.
Exercising. I know. Did you see? Bro,
Oh,
JE
I've
Vacation's
seen all
been
of it.
getting, but it's been getting updated.
Oh,
What do you mean it's been getting updated? No, it hasn't.
What
But
do you
he's
mean? What do I mean?
dead.
Oh, is he really dead? They keep saying he didn't kill himself.
Someone got
So
on the
maybe
account?
he's not dead.
Is that what you mean?
Maybe he had a family
Well,
account.
I can't see the dates that
Here's the
playlists
thing.
were
I
made.
think what happens, the date added thing, I think changes when Spotify
Update
reshuffles
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Never mind. Never mind. My favorite. I just want to comment on that again.
Mhm.
My favorite playlist. I never looked at them all. But my
Oh,
favorite
it's
by
a gold
far.
mine.
My favorite is both Pitbull and Pitbull 2. Both only. He has a playlist called Pitbull and Pitbull 2, and they both only have one L in them.
It's awesome. And just for the record, he was born in 1953.
Pitbull 2.
Yeah, but he loves.
It's all the same
Who
songs on
doesn't?
both of them.
Who doesn't love Pitbull?
Did he lose one?
I think probably.
Yeah, I mean, it
he
is-
probably
it is
couldn't
kinda
find
remarkable.
one, and was just like, "Oh shit! Well, I guess I got to start it like a new Pitbull."
Well, he was also like a pilled out. He was like pilled out and drunk a lot too.
Yeah. That's perfect for Pitbull music.
Jeff was
Mr.
6 years
Worldwide.
older than my dad, and he's listening to Pitbull. I guess, to his credit, he did spend a lot of time around younger generations.
Yeah.
Flight to Paris, he just
That's
listened to
right,
Led
let's
Zeppelin,
credit
The
him.
Who, The Doors, Jimi Hendrix. This guy was
That all
smoking weed
tracks.
on the way to Paris.
The funniest one to me is the classical one, which is Classica. I don't know if
Classica.
that was a typo, because he makes a lot of typos, or it was him trying to be cool. Like, Classica. That's how they spell it in Italy, or something. On the classical one, he has the 1812 Overture, the William Tell Overture. So it's the same shit Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes listens to. Night on Bald Mountain, the Imperial March by Star Wars.
Oh, that's a good
Symphony
song.
number
Classic.
5, part 1, which part 1 is funny in itself because it's supposed to be like the Allegro movement or something. It's not part 1. And then he's got scary classical masterpieces.
Monster Mash.
Symphony number 5, Mahler. That's what Tar is about. So he was sort of the proto-Tar.
Okay,
Getting me
listen to
too.
this. This was 2019. Jeffrey Epstein wanted to marry ex-girlfriend's teenage daughter who called him Uncle Jeff, okay? That was Selena Dubin. One of the playlists is called just Selena, that girl's first name. And the first song on it is
Damn.
first song on it is Moves Like Jagger. I'm gonna puke.
Was that Glenn Dubin's daughter?
Yeah.
He was a
Jeffrey
big
Epstein has
player in
a
that.
sex playlist for her. It's literally that song and then a bunch of David Guetta. What a nasty freak.
Yeah, such a weird guy. He's got an Elton John one, so him and Trump probably,
Had sex to that.
Yeah.
yeah, they probably
Allegedly.
fucked each other.
Allegedly.
But with Trump, it was Hold Me Closer, Teeny Hands.
Oh, come on now.
He's got a Beatles playlist, but it's from back before the Beatles were on streaming.
Yeah, so it's just all tributes to the
The
Beatles.
Beatles
Oh,
tribute
perfect.
band? Who listens
Yeah.
to that? You're a billionaire.
The fucking girl he wanted to marry, Glenn Dubin's wife, was Jeffrey Epstein's ex-girlfriend from 11 years before when she was Miss Sweden. It's so nasty.
Those I don't like those competitions.
Ew.
Like
Yeah,
Trump
those
had
are
one of
gross.
those Miss USA or
Yeah, but he's always treated women with like respect. You heard his town hall.
that's true. Yeah, that he never did that stuff to Eugene Carroll.
What kind of a woman meets a guy and goes and 30 minutes later you're doing hanky-panky with them?
She had a cat named Vagina. Vagina.
I watched that whole thing today and I couldn't believe how fucking amazing it was. He's back.
He was spitting.
He is back, dude. I also can't believe CNN hired Tucker Carlson's former writer from Daily Caller that did
Yeah.
here's
Oh
12
my
hot
God, yeah, of
Syrian
course.
refugees we would take in right now. Literally an article the same girl
Christ.
did.
Oh God. Yeah.
Well, at least there's a woman that wrote it.
Dude, her shit. Oh, she's the one that wrote back in like 2009. What all of America's wondering: are the Obama girls' shorts or dresses too short? Skirts too short?
Oh
She was
my
doing
God.
like Malia's got the blunt type articles. Like fuck, she's a
Well,
horrible person.
but she's part of the work community, so we got to respect her.
The work community. Anyone who has a job.
That's the work
She
community.
has like the colon D kind of upside down mouth when she talks, and I've realized it's the Gina Carano turf mouth.
Oh, nice.
Every turf has like that Wallace and Gromit thing, which makes sense when you think about Turf Island of England. Oh my God, I'll get off this subject in a second, but Hassan's in the UK right now for something, and there's always the joke about it being Turf Island. And Hassan said the first guy he met that was like sort of a fan / person who recognized him was in the hotel lobby, and this guy's like, "Oh shit, you're that guy." He starts talking to him, or no, this is the guy that didn't recognize him. He was like, "What do you and him do at Austin?" And they told him like we stream. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And the guy was actually aware of streaming. He's like, What's your concurrence?" Like asking like the right questions and shit. But it's so weird to be aware of streaming but not know Hassan. Anyway, maybe he was faking. But they're just talking about streaming and like streaming gear and like what camera to use and shit. And then he goes, "Yeah, you ever talk about women's issues on that stream?" He's like, "Fuck." yeah, you know when a man thinks he's a woman."
Oh, Lord.
Immediately.
They can't help
Why do they all
themselves.
care so much about that?
I
Who
don't know.
cares?
Aaron, the guy, like they're talking about gear and shit. Then all of a sudden, the guy leans over and goes, "So on your stream, you talk about politics. You ever talk about like women's issues?" Sounds like like what? He's like, like when a man thinks he's a woman, immediately.
Oh God.
And then
Fuck.
Hassan Reddy goes, "Yeah, I talk about trans issues."
So awesome. It's all the straight guys that
It sounds like
they
that's all I
think
can say.
about.
What are you gonna do out in the real world like that with someone like that? And not gonna start being like, hey,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you transphobe.
The way they think
Yeah,
about
no,
it is
like-
well, I would pretend to be a woman to go in the women's room. That's what I would do. So that must be what everybody's doing, right?
Well, it's like when all those guys, when the bathroom bills like passed, like the one in North Carolina.
Bathroom
from a
bill is
few
what I
years
call
ago,
those guys. They're so obsessed with it.
they all like were like, yeah, I'll go into any bathroom and guard it from anybody trying to pose as a woman. It's like,
Those
yeah,
are the
I bet
same
you would
guys
love
that
to
are
go in the woman.
Those are the guys that are volunteering to be the fucking pee-pee inspectors
Yeah,
for these
exactly.
Florida school districts now.
Yeah, I'll
If your
I'll
kid
check the
plays
skirts of
sports,
these
I gotta
girls.
check their penis with rubber gloves on. Oh, okay.
the thing about the women's room is that it's mostly stalls.
Mm-hmm.
So like
It doesn't really.
They don't have
it doesn't really
urinals.
matter. Yeah, it could really be unisex and be fine, like it is
Like,
in a lot of places.
people
but-
could get nasty with you at a urinal, but it's one person, one stall. So
and
it's
they do. But okay, these are the same guys that go to fucking. I don't even know how many stadiums have them now, but like the Silver Dome used to have just like it looked like a pig trough. Everyone
Yeah,
just
the
stands
trough.
over
Yeah,
and
the
pees
trough.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is. Oh,
That's foul as fuck. You can look over and see everyone's dick though if you really want to. If you just turn your head too much, you're gonna see dick.
Those guys do. Those guys
Yeah,
will
those
look
guys
at
try.
any. Those guys will look at anybody naked because they are just little demons.
Yeah.
I don't like bathrooms that are nasty.
I love
Yeah.
bathrooms.
I mean, there's
I
a
love
place
hanging
for
out.
Yeah,
them.
they stink.
I think it's cool when guys have
bathrooms
sex in the
stink.
bathroom, but I don't
Yeah.
want to go into those particular bathrooms. Like glory holes and stuff. That's fun to read about, but like I would rather not personally go into the bathroom. as the
90s
glory
movies
hole.
loved those tropes, like the bathroom sex and the trucker sex. And I remember Dumb and Dumber was the movie where, you know, I watched the movie when I was like 9, and I was like, huh, gay guys fuck in the bathroom, huh? Like, that's like a thought I had. I remember having that thought as a kid, like, oh, that's where they do stuff. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's the thing with all the bathroom hysteria. Like, gay guys can still fuck in there. Women can still les out with each other if they want.
Yup.
No one's stopping that from happening.
No,
and it
not
doesn't
if we
really
have the
happen that
guards.
much.
Not if we have the bathroom guards.
As
Man,
And
Vince
even
says,
if you
stop all of
segregate
it.
stuff by gender, people might still do the hanky-panky in the dressing room.
Okay, hear me out. How many homeless veterans are there in the U.S.?
12.
12.
not
Yeah,
enough.
12.
Wait, I'm being too leftist. Sorry.
Yeah, let's see. Homeless. It doesn't matter. Anyways, you get them and then you put them in the bathrooms as
Oh,
the
yeah.
To live there?
You know the guy. Yeah.
A lot of them are probably
I'm
already in
cooking.
there.
Do they have a
Yeah,
cop?
but like
Most major
you know
cities.
how it like you go into like a strip club or whatever, and there's the guy that sprays perfume on you, or like at a higher end nightclub where like they hand you the paper towels after you wash your hands, and then you have to tip them.
Yeah,
Yeah, the bathroom attendant.
Yeah. So you put in
He has to
homeless
shake your
veterans and
penis
you
when
give
you're
them a gun, and then they can guard it.
And then they live. You can see that they
And
live in the
there.
bathroom.
They take
yeah,
up one of
they
the
have a little
stalls.
cot.
They're
They
sitting
take-
on
but
the
it's
cot
like-
that they sleep on.
They're
in the bathroom.
military, right?
Mhm.
So the cot's going to be nice and clean.
they just need
a
and
they're used to
and
that.
organized, tucked in. Yeah, little foot locker in there.
Do
And
they
then we
take
make sure
shifts?
there's no bad stuff going. Well, I mean, they just sleep when the. I guess this doesn't really work if it's like a 24-hour venue.
What if someone puts a cherry bomb in the toilet and it goes off?
I got a better idea. Instead of hiring people, we just put cameras in every bathroom.
I've
Okay.
been saying that.
And we film it, and so if anything bad happens, we have evidence and we can convict people. So
And we stream it.
live.
So anyone can check in. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
So we
And if
can
you-
all be like, held accountable. Every person in the world has like an hour of their time, like once a month, where they have to watch it.
I'm a really dumb parent, so they're nodding my head. Sounds good.
And also, there are IRL sound alerts that you can play. The homeless veteran is still in there guarding it, and you can play like
For
a gunshot
100
sound
100
effect and
bits.
just for 100 bits and
All right, now we're
scare
talking.
everybody, and he starts freaking out.
Well,
and
now
then
we're
there's, like
turning into
someone
a business.
peeing. This is in the women's bathroom, by the way. I think people would probably just go to a different store eventually.
just getting alerts that's like someone just took a dump.
I think I'll go to a different Dollar General
No, I'm
if
going
this
to
is
that
the
one.
bathroom situation in this particular one.
You can like close off access to the toilet paper with bits.
This guy's not using a urinal because he's shy.
The bathroom over at DG is a circus, man.
It's a party.
They've got a homeless veteran. The whole
Doing
thing is
that-
an IRL streaming rig.
Doing that for the bathrooms that are just like one toilet and they lock, but you have like a stream and a guard inside.
Having a bathroom
Like,
attendant
there's no
there.
point- Yeah.
A guy
he's
who goes in
watching
there
it.
and doesn't lock it. He just stands there and holds like a mint
One of those gas station bathrooms where it's the toilet, but there's no stall, and like he's still sitting there. I'm
like a really big, like a big enough one-person bathroom
Yeah.
that you could put a stool down. And he's sitting there with a little towel.
Got one of those guys with the big fucking like Philadelphia Collins gut, just standing in the corner, but his gut's like right in front of you while you're shitting.
and he's just holding like a newspaper on his gut.
He's holding his phone sideways, watching a video full blast.
I would tip him because I'm leftist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what is your guys' bathroom attendant move?
Man, I think I've been to like 2
Kick him in the
places that had a bathroom attendant, and I
I
don't
ignore
remember.
them completely.
I spit on them.
Yeah, I don't know if I've been to a place with a bathroom attendant like since I was a kid.
The one, one of the strip clubs in Akron had it like one time in the bathroom, and I remember going in at like 22, and the guy was like trying to talk to me, and I was like, I'm just trying to like pee and wash my hands.
Yeah, not a problem for me. I don't wash my hands, so I can ignore it completely.
No, I'm
It
good.
depends how drunk I am.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a varying level of like, and also depends if I have like any cash on me, because you know we're kind of a cashless society.
Yeah, at this
But
point.
sometimes if I'm really drunk, just walk out, don't wash your hands, be a nasty MF. And then if I'm not
Ew.
quite that drunk, I go for the whole like 5-star service and like try and tip them well. But I'm getting a fucking mint. I'm getting some jelly bean. I don't know if it's jelly beans, but you know.
Jelly beans.
I'm getting.
He has a
I'm getting
briefcase full
spray-
of jelly beans.
Yeah. I'm
He
getting
just
a spray
reaches
of
into his
cologne, like
pocket.
anything he's got, I'm doing.
He's
Gives
got
you a
tater
handful
tots.
of Reese's Pieces from the bag. Thank you.
I've been.
Hey, you want some of my Cheerios my mom packed?
I've been interning at a bathroom, and so
Oh, nice.
I go into Target, and I have a handful of Cheerios, and I have my perfume spray, and I'm sort of just like asking people when they're washing their hands if they'd like, would you like a spritz? Oh, here's a free Oreo, a free Cheerio.
I've been
you go.
doing my bathroom residency because I'm becoming a plumber.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I have to spend a
Understanding.
couple years in the bathroom, seeing if it leaks. You know,
How it
cleaning up
works?
around it. Yeah, just watching how the pipes work. It's very
so that
boring.
flushes it. Oh, interesting.
I'm thinking back to the homeless veteran thing, and
Mhm.
I've been in some of these places where they have the bathroom attendant, and there's like a sign on the mirror that says this guy isn't paid an hourly wage, like he
Mhm.
works exclusively off of tips or whatever, which is very bad. They should be paying him if they want a restroom attendant,
I think they
But
should
I
just
guess
not
that's-
have him there.
Yeah.
or they should not have him there. That's the ideal, but like they're kind of already doing our idea where he's just like
Yeah.
living there. But I guess he's not living
half
there.
those
It's
guys'
so
jobs
weird.
is to make sure people aren't doing a fuckload of coke in there. At a lot
Yeah.
of places
Yeah,
too.
that makes
Basically.
sense.
They
Yeah.
are the ones who tell the bouncers,
Yeah.
or they just really love the bathroom.
That's why you tip them so they don't fucking say anything.
If
It's
they,
almost like-
Here's $10. I'm gonna do the hot chip challenge over in this
nice.
corner. I'm gonna stream it.
At that point, it's almost like a private business hiring a guy to stand on the median at a stoplight and ask for money.
I hand him. If I was a baller, I'd hand him 100 and say to stand back to back with me while I pee at the urinal.
You're just giving this
Defending
guy
me.
permission to panhandle in your bathroom if you're not paying him an hourly wage.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
so
just
what
why
are
is he even allowed in
So
there?
what are waiters? You know?
Well,
That's
they
true.
actually,
yeah, they don't
you know
do
what?
anything.
We're
Yeah.
the ones waiting on that damn food sometimes. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
funny how they're called waiters
Yeah.
when we're the ones waiting. They should be called workers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They should be called servants.
Yeah.
Yo, could you call your servant over?
servant.
Go
Oh,
to
sorry,
Apple.
I meant
My-
server.
My
Excuse me, I haven't
servant,
I haven't seen The Servant recently.
The help.
Help. What?
Could you call
I was
some of the
watching
help?
some of the old videos by that SWM Vlogs guy,
Mhm.
the Phase Vlogs, Vlogs,
yeah.
games.
Oh yeah,
That's my
yeah.
goat.
I was trying to find some more of the lore about his gaming house that he moved into. For people who
Mhm.
don't know, it was this kid who we found, I think in 2021, he did this house tour of him and his 4 friends in this gaming hype house where it was like folding tables with PS4s playing Fortnite, and there was a kid with like a bed in the kitchen, like a
Mhm.
bunch of 20-year-olds who somehow rented a house very short-sightedly, and then
Awesome.
they all had to leave very shortly after because none of them had jobs. And they also pre-printed TSM jerseys with their names on it, even though they were not hired by TSM and never got hired by TSM. And I was looking at his videos, and there was one where,
R.I.P. TSM, by the way.
Yeah.
but him and his, there was a vlog where him and his girlfriend went to Kansas City to go to the stadium, and when they were in the hotel, she said something about the help. And I was
Oh
just
God.
like, And these are like that guy's not rich, really.
No.
Like he lives in like his parents' ranch
Oh, no, he's
house
in
in the
FaZe.
basement.
Mhm.
That's true. He is in FaZe, or he was in FaZe. Now he's just vlogs
Yeah.
games.
Now he's unfazed.
But it's
Vlogs
just
Vlogs games.
I did a double take at someone saying the help about like the people at a hotel. It's like, what is this, like the antebellum South?
Oh dear, could you call it help over?
I need a mint julep. Yeah, that guy's awesome. He's one of those guys who's always making a gaming channel, and then it's just a guy sitting there and being sort of okay
Hey,
at a
CJ's
game that
getting
came
his
out
going again.
6 years. Yeah, Fatty was talking about that, about how CJ's making a gaming channel and how he
Oh,
already made a gaming
nice.
channel. It
Oh my
doesn't
God.
mean that
Also,
much to
bro,
make a channel.
His name is like Mr. Burgonator or something, and his logo's a burger. I'm like, you can't be the burger
No.
guy when you're that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You should look like Ninja and have the burger happy. Like that, you shouldn't look like CJ and just be like,
It's just
yeah.
it's so brutal, like, because it's already like, even if you're good at streaming and you're really talented, like explaining to your parents that you want to be a streamer
Mhm.
is like embarrassing, or that
Yeah.
you want to be a pro gamer or an influencer or any of that stuff. But then like trying to do it for like 10 years,
This is dope.
and like I don't know how that happens.
I respect him for that. I don't respect him for like the Wheaties boxes he cuts out and then staples to his wall.
Yeah, and the Fortnite gift cards and stuff. And this is like
Yeah,
a 24-year-old.
The used gift cards that are just stapled to his wall.
He's like perpetually in 9th grade. It's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's very frustrating to see that. And to like, they had the house, and the house was like, it was fine. Like, it just looked like a basic college house. Sure, you had a bed in the kitchen, but hey, whatever. But then he like moved back in with his parents, and I assume he's sort of still there. And he's in like this like basement that looks like it's in a room next to Sean Bulldog's room. So it just
Yes.
doesn't look great. Just like the wood paneling, and he's got like jerseys with his last name on it stapled to the wall, just pictures of him with like Dr. Lupo stapled to the wall.
Hell yeah.
Just like
Random
Just like-
LEDs everywhere.
yeah, LEDs everywhere, but a green screen, so when he streams you don't see any of
Yeah,
it.
that too.
I was
the best
also I
part.
was watching his stream yesterday, some of his VODs. I just wanted to see what it was on his gaming channel, and his mic was so quiet that you couldn't hear a word he was saying.
Mhm.
He had a friend over and they were playing the Lego game, and it was completely inaudible because the game volume was so much louder than them.
Well,
And
here's
it's
the
like
thing.
I love that guy because he just loves streamers. He loves the
Mhm.
idea of a guy sitting in a gaming chair with a bunch of LEDs around him saying, "Let's go, poggers." And he's like doesn't really like any of the games, and he's not good at talking, and he seems really shy in front of the camera and the microphone, but he just wants to be a streamer for the 8th year straight. And honestly,
Fuck
I'm here
me.
for it because it's very
So
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, rocks. When we watched him on Sunday a few weeks back, like I went to his Twitch channel, and as soon as I clicked on it, his viewership went to 1. And I was
Yeah,
just
'cause he was
like,
live.
yeah, he was live, and I was just like, all right, well,
Whoops.
I'm in here. What's up?
Hey, it's me.
That's such a bad feeling to go into a chat or into a stream and you're the only person. Like I went into Mormo's stream the other day and I had it open because I like Mormo and I felt bad that his views were so low and I was the only one in there.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Wow, no one's in here." But I didn't want to say anything. Like if it was 8
Yeah.
people in there, I would have said like, "Cool stream, guys, let's go."
Mhm.
But if it's just me, they're gonna start asking me questions for like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
stay in there.
Yeah,
True.
you are like the topic of the day for them. They're like, all right, let's see this
Also,
guy.
when I had it open, old Curly Jaws said that he's been binge watching King Cobra videos,
Okay.
Oh no.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like every King Cobra video is like 4 hours long, and he says
binge
nothing.
watching.
Binge watching,
Binge
it's
watching.
crazy.
I can't imagine old Curly Jaws has a lot going on either. so-
Well, not really, but like King Cobra JFS is like
I mean, yeah.
a quote unquote freak that we wouldn't watch because
No.
it's like one, people have been making fun of him for 15 years.
Yeah, it's like
And
watching
two-
Chris Chan videos.
All of his videos are so long and unedited.
Mhm.
That's why he has a lot of clips channels, but
Mm.
binge watching his regular videos where he's just sitting in his chair listening to Iron
Especially
Maiden.
because he like how often he like does those videos too. It's just
Oh, he has like thousands
Yeah.
of hour-long
it's
videos.
just every day just tons of just live stream videos that he does where just literally nothing happens. He doesn't even say anything.
He's not that interesting of a guy.
No, and like, so you watch it in the small hopes that like, oh, he's like going psycho in this like brief minute here. Here we go. But like at this point, he just seems so like beaten down that he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Fat Heat's entertaining. That guy's not.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's been in that niche for so long that he can't really do anything else. Like Wings of Redemption.
Yeah.
Where he's at the point where he's like, I'm fat as fuck, I'm 40 years old.
Fucking Wings.
I'm an asshole, and I can make like $2,000 a month letting people donate $5 calling me a fat fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that would be better than working at Dollar General and having to get the homeless veteran out of the bathroom.
Well, he works there. You don't need to get him out.
He does work there.
He's protecting it.
I guess that is your coworker.
Well, no, he's not hired by. They don't pay him a wage.
He's a contractor hired by your
contractor.
employer. Okay. Yeah, he's an independent contractor. He gets a 1099. But yeah, he's like kind of stuck at that point because he can make a little bit of money being the guy people laugh at when they're like 14 and they're like first trying to get into making fun of people on the internet.
And they don't
that's
realize
like the default
like,
guy.
giving money to him while you're making fun of him is like not the plan, not the go-to move. Like I just gave this $10 to call him a fat fuck. What an idiot.
But King Cobra's sort of there too, where he's found that like he's not going to get more famous than he is now.
Also,
and,
what's he going to do?
The YouTube channel is that's like the biggest thing he has going for him, even if it's not much.
He was a lot more fascinating like 12 years ago when there were fewer of him uploading shit every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the first type of guys who would sit around and film himself all day, like one of the first guys, like a white trash type of
original guy,
type of scumbag guy. Is drinking malt liquor all day and filming it, and now those are everywhere.
Yeah,
dime a dozen.
Yeah, we watch them all.
Yummy.
Yummy.
We binge watch them all.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
It's probably also not good for your brain to binge watch King Cobra.
No, he doesn't. No. It's like hanging out with him almost. And why would you want to do that?
Yeah, true.
Well, he's got malt liquor, and I need to drink it.
That is true.
Oh, you're drinking malt liquor at 2 p.m. too. All right, bud. Okay, I can watch you.
It's 2 p.m. somewhere.
That's true.
That's true,
There's always somewhere, something somewhere.
It's 8 a.m. somewhere.
Always something somewhere.
Like in that Vince video in the sex doll documentary where him and his ex-wife's family get up at 8 in the morning and there's still a kid in their house and they're doing whiskey shots. The sun just came up. It really sucks to imagine someone waking up and before they've even peed out pee that looks like Jack Daniels, they're doing a shot of Jack Daniels. Then they go into the bathroom and pee out a very small amount of pee that's incredibly brown and concentrated that looks like Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it's a pure crystal pee. So it's all
piss shot.
Oh wow.
I mean, like, and especially because they're so old, like they're in their 30s, and some of them. The older lady looks like a skeleton, but
yeah, his
I think she's
mother-in-law is.
I think
she has
she's
an
only
oxygen
in her 50s.
tank, and she's drinking hard liquor first thing in the morning.
But like, because I remember like trying to do that at like 21, 22, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna do kegs and eggs. We're gonna wake up and we're gonna start drinking early and gonna party all day, and just doing that, and then like at 8 a.m. being like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah, so
really
at 3, wake up at 10, go out to eat, then do it again. Man, I love college.
Man, I love St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, just thinking you can do that for St. Patty's Day, and then just being like, well, I just need to sleep. This sucks. Yep. I don't want to do anything.
I went to one of those, like, actually 10 years ago this year, and I was fucking sleeping in my car by like 12:30 p.m.
Parties suck.
All my friends were inside partying. I'm like, fucking see you guys later.
I gotta sleep in my car.
The only fun thing about parties like that is being the most sober person there. and just watching other people be stupid.
Doesn't sound particularly fun.
No, that's the most fun thing.
You gotta have one other person on your level, or else you could be like, man, am I just a dick? Do I hate all these people?
Yeah, exactly. I hate the feeling of being the most sober person there, because it's like, well, I'm even there at that point. I'm not having fun. I wish I could be like.
Yeah, and you
I'm
end up-
talking high school.
Then you get people that you actually like that are drunk, and you're not, and they're in your face like, "What's up, bro?" And you're like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Like, I'm not doing that now.
Yeah, no, definitely not now.
It's like when you have no other way to like get weed or whatever,
Yeah.
so you go to the party.
I don't know. I did designated drive fairly often because I lived out of town.
Loser.
And I valued sleeping in bed better than I valued like.
I was about to say,
Getting
once I
drunk.
started
Yeah,
driving my
sleeping
own
on
car,
the floor sucks.
Once I started driving my own car, I was always just the guy at the party with like a Red Bull, because I'm like, first of all, I was old enough where I'm like, house parties suck now, and I can drive.
Yeah.
I can
And
drink
I'll
at
also be
home.
like, yeah, if it's like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and everyone's by the fire and everyone's like fucking wasted, I'm like, bye bye.
Well, that was the other thing too. Like I think I mentioned this on our last episode, but all the parties I went to were in fucking gravel pits out of town.
Yeah.
And so it's like you're sleeping in the back of your car in a gravel pit, or I'm staying sober and driving home, and I can like sleep in my bed on the weekend. I can tell you what I'm gonna fucking do. But like I didn't really like going to those parties in particular, anyways, because
That's where
it
people
sucks. You're like
people
That
watching
shit
die at
sucks.
those.
be on
Unless
fire.
it's,
And, yeah.
Unless you're 16 and that's the only way you can get beer.
Well, yeah, that was it.
I can't believe you guys have quarry parties after A Walk to Remember came out. You know that kid died? Fell off the water tower, climbed at the quarry.
See, for me, it was
Spoiler
like I drove once I got my license. I drove my one friend everywhere for like 2 years until we graduated high school, and then he got his license like right after high school, and like then I was just like, all right, you're driving everywhere for the next like 2 years, and so he had to drive to all the parties and like back home from all the parties. So I was just like, I'm good. I'm a passenger. I can't get drunk driving. I'm fine.
My brother one night was like, can you designate a drive for me and my like his roommate at the time? And then they had like 6 girls going out with them, and they're going to some club down in near East Point / Grosse Point. I'm like, yeah, I'll drive. So I drove over across town to his house, and barely any of them are even drinking. And they're all just sitting around with water bottles. I'm like, no. They're like, yeah, we're on ecstasy tonight. I'm like, no.
Oh no.
I was babysitting basically. But
Yeah.
Where's my
they
hug?
fucking knew. Yeah.
Did they do that move where they tried to cram like 7 people into a car?
No,
and you
we
were
had
like, well,
a-
it's better than drunk driving.
I think we ended up
Well,
taking
when you're
someone's,
on
like,
ecstasy.
we took someone's like Suburban or some shit. So we had like plenty of room.
Okay, yeah.
It was actually really nice to drive. Was
But
fine.
it also makes you hot.
I was
and
already
sweaty.
really hot. Yeah. Yeah, ecstasy was
Do you want to come rub this couch with me?
I've never even
This
did
couch
X. I've only
feels
done-
so good.
I've only done Molly. I would not even trust X probably in 2023 unless I'm with like a European.
Yeah, I've never done it because I can't mix it with the antidepressants. You get serotonin syndrome.
Now I can't either. Damn it.
Great. Fucking
Damn.
Shit. Yeah, you
No,
can't. Go ahead.
the fucking like dare, this is your brain on drug shit with ecstasy. It scared me straight. It did exactly what it was supposed to do when I was a teen. I was like, holes on my brain ain't no fucking way. Fuck you.
All right, Aaron. Well, if you ever get a chance to have some Molly though, you should.
I just always had too good of a time just drinking beer and liquor and just having a good time. And then my old roommate, who sadly passed away like a couple
Oh,
years
that guy
ago,
would steer me
but
away from
he
doing that. Yeah.
he would when we lived in a house together, he lived like in the attic, but it was like a full room. But he would do Molly at like 3 a.m. and stay up all night just stomping around. Just
We're
stomping
doing
around.
what?
Nothing. What he told me
I
was
guarantee
he was
listening to
trading.
dubstep.
He was trading stocks. No, he was not listening to anything. We'd tell me he was trading stocks on the Japanese market, and that's why he had to stay up so late. And I was just like,
So
all
funny.
right, man, I'm
I
just not gonna say
think-
anything.
I think that
Um,
was meth.
No,
I think that was-
it was not. Trust me, I know what he was doing.
I mean, it's
I
close
knew the
enough
people
anyway.
Who,
If you're doing it all the
that
time,
was
it's-
I knew the people who sold
it'll
it
be
to him.
functioning
Yeah.
the same way if you're doing it all the time
Yeah,
anyway.
he
Like,
was just
you'll
he would
gonna
just
be
do
up.
Molly and like he would just be up and he was just like walking around and like he kind of did that already. He was pretty like erratic and at times,
It's so weird.
Yeah, he was very weird. I mean, I miss him, but like he was.
He didn't try to fuck
extremely
you?
weird.
He might have been
No.
one of those kids that like got on.
He didn't want a hug?
He might be one of those kids that got put on like Ritalin or something. He was like a fucking 6-year-old and just.
No, so
being like,
if he got put on stuff, I think he would have turned out a lot better. Sadly,
Yeah,
that it was a family where it was just like, all right, like no, that was not going to happen. We don't talk about that stuff here.
Anyway, gang, don't do Molly daily.
No, absolutely not. And that's what
like
he's doing.
It's like a once in 5 year type thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do twice a decade, you're good. Don't
Because he was the one who would
every
just fall asleep on the couch in the living room, and I'd get home from work after working like 7 to 4:30. I'd come home and I'd be like, man, I just kind of want to like chill out on the couch and watch some TV, and he would just be sleeping on it in like a bathing suit and no shirt, and I was like, well,
God.
hey, guess who's going to his room for the rest of the day?
That's so fucking annoying.
Guess I'm gonna
God
play
damn
Xbox
it.
in my room.
My Molly
and,
roommate.
He had, so we tossed, when he moved out, we tossed that couch, and then he had this blanket, and he would just blow his nose into the blanket and just leave it on the couch. I know, just foul shit, man. I have a million stories about him.
Oh, you're jealous of his giant hanky?
You know
Fuck
what would be awesome to do? To blow your nose
Hmm.
into someone's hair? Like if you're behind someone at the movies and you need to blow your
No,
nose
those
to
people that hang their hair over your airplane seat, just be like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
blow your nose
Asking
into it,
for
use it as a
snot it
tissue.
up.
All right, I got some
I keep
hair.
getting
Here,
these
I got some hair. Blow
fucking-
your nose. Blow your nose into it. Come on.
Another funny thing you can do is
I
get one of
sniffed it.
those head massager things, those like aluminum head massager things, and do that to the person in front of you at the movies,
So weird.
just to make them like, you know, to relax them.
So my movie theater, all the theaters here have the huge seats, so you got to really like
You gotta
gotta
reach
get
to
up.
do the head massager.
You got to get up out of your chair.
Did you guys ever do the
Touch
bully
them.
move?
It sucks.
My brothers and I knew this bully move, and it always worked with like Air Force kids because we all had short haircuts. But you go up to the top of their head and like you get like an inch away and just go. You just don't spit, but you push air, and it's so cold and concentrated they think you spit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's a really good trick because like you're like, what the fuck? And it's just dry, but it feels nasty as fuck. You can do that on the backs of heads too, and it's disgusting.
I'd rather just spit.
Um,
I'd rather just
no,
talk a
so
loogie on the
making
back
a
of a kid's
podcast
Well, no, there
for
was
high
this-
school bullies.
yeah, truly. There was this
It's our
kid
key
though that we
demo.
knew, this kid that we grew up with actually, John, and he tried it to this other kid, and he fucking just loogied all over. And the kid,
Oh, no.
the kid touches his head, and it was like stringy candy spit. He was so fucking pissed. He started like gagging, fucking swinging.
You know what's a good prank to do? If people have backpacks with those little buckle things on them, you can buckle two people's backpacks together.
Yeah, make a clothesline.
The
So
best,
good.
the funniest thing to do when you go into the bathroom, go back to the bathroom talk. Someone using the urinal, and you just walk by them and you just like push them in a little. They kind of have to like let go while they're peeing to like brace themselves, or they like lean up against it and like touch their
We used
penis
to-
to the back of the urinal.
I got the
we used to
witch's
do the one-
kiss.
Or
We used to do the one at our church before they renovated it because the urinals would have way too much like splash when you flushed. So when someone's peeing, you just walk by and go.
I was trying to help.
So they walk out and they got fucking water spots all over their khakis. Looks like they pissed.
another thing we did is someone was in the stall, like we would wet paper towels and then just like throw them over into the stall.
Oh, yeah.
Classic. It's so nasty.
It's so funny. I didn't do this to anybody.
That's why
I
you
only
need
did
a
this stuff to
bathroom
my
attendant.
friends. As I never bullied anyone. We did this to our
Yeah,
friends.
it was just like homie stuff.
Yeah,
It wasn't to, like,
this
randoms.
happened to all of us.
Yeah, same.
Tom, that was a game that we'd play with each other in bathroom stalls, like on
Mhm.
volleyball trips and shit. Is if you're like sat in the toilet next to your homie,
Mhm.
you like crumple up a ball and then you try and like get it into the other person's toilet.
Mhm.
And if you have a boner, it's like a goalie.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
we didn't do that.
yeah, you just try and like sink buckets. It's fun.
When I was
just
in
more
high
about
school,
pelting
we would
someone.
we would go in the bathroom and we would make fifis. We would all make fifis.
And fuck them.
Yeah, we would fuck them. It was fourth grade.
That's
We were, in,
crazy.
we were in shop making fifis.
We were in shop making fifis.
Fucking shop teacher gets fired because he's helping the boys make fifis.
We had to bring our own balloon.
My mom's a nurse. I brought us a bunch of gloves.
Fifis for school.
Fuck.
Yeah, because there
That's
aren't
so cool.
there aren't women in school,
Just like the
and it is
principal going
prison.
into the boys'
It is
room.
prison in a sense.
Going into the boys' room and like behind like the radiator, there's just like 30 people. You have to calling all the boys in.
Who the fuck is doing this? Where did they get all these gloves?
You find a Fifi and it has April 2nd, 2002 carved into it. Like,
Wow, this is so old.
wow.
I don't know if I've told this story,
An
but
elder millennial fucked this Fifi.
in 6th grade, there was a kid who got dared to go in the girls' bathroom and buy a tampon. And he bought a tampon and then came out of the bathroom, and then the janitor was there, and he got suspended.
Oh my god.
Dumbest fucking thing to do. Like, how do you
'cause
explain that to your
Because
parents?
bathroom Bill was watching. He should have.
Yeah, he was bathroom Bill. He was the
Dude,
attendant.
Yeah.
That reminds me of something that happened to me about like the same time as grade 5 or 6. I remember because we were at Zeller's before, and I got a Lapras Pokemon card, which I had really wanted.
Wow.
But
Mm.
my like mom and sisters had to go to the bathroom, and I was just like waiting outside the bathroom, and it felt like fucking forever. Like it probably wasn't that long. It was probably like 5 to 10 minutes, but it felt like way too long just to be like sat outside there. And I'm like, God, what the fuck's taking so long? And they had like, there's like a, you know, like the little vent things that'll be on doors.
Mhm.
It was like shin level or whatever. I'm like, fuck, like what's going on? Are they still in there? And I like got down on my hands and knees and was like looking, like trying to see where my mom and sisters were and what was taking so long. And this fucking old lady saw me and like stormed down the hallway and was like reaming me out for being a pervert. And I'm like, I'm just waiting for my mom and it's taking a really long time.
So good.
No, actually,
Yeah.
I'm a 5th grade
Well,
pervert.
fuck that bitch.
I'm
I
thinking
remember
about
hiding-
getting into hiding in racks of clothes at the store to scare people.
I remember.
Oh, man, that
yeah,
was so
I was about to
fun.
say
Do
the circular ones, especially at the BX, the base exchange, in the Air Force. They would have like full clothes just crammed into those, so you can crawl into the middle. And I remember one time just sitting in one of those fucking around, and some lady came over and started like shopping and like moved some of the clothes, and I did like a boo, and she fucking screamed so
I could still
loud,
fit
scared
in
the
there. I
fuck
should
out
start
of
doing that.
everybody.
I know, I'm jealous. I
Yeah.
outgrew that.
Get an IRL streaming rig, and it's completely black because or you've got like a flashlight under your face.
where the
Scaring
bathroom-
people at
that's where the
Walmart.
bathroom
Scaring
attendant's
people at
better.
Walmart in the clothing
That's where the
rack.
bathroom veteran lives at night.
Yeah, I used to live in the
Between
clothing
all the
rack.
clothes.
No,
Yeah.
that guy's crawling into the bra rack.
Bras,
just
yeah.
like, all right, this is where I live now.
I bought the
Well,
bras
like,
and the
at-
jewelry.
In grade 6, my friend Terrence did something kind of, well, not similar enough. He got a printer at home and he wrote like his name, like Terrence is cool, like does hundreds of times, and then like cut it out so there's like this little like tab of paper, and he was like handing them around in school. And then after a couple of days of that, he's like, dude, I went to the mall yesterday and I put them in all the bras, so when like these women buy bras, they're gonna have my name on their tits.
Woo!
Yeah.
Man.
You the
He
man.
owns them now. He owns them.
I mean, it's an
Wonder what
11-year-old or
I wonder what that
12-year-old or
guy's
whatever.
into
So of course
these
it's fucking
days.
dumb.
Just
but-
out of pure interest, I wonder what that guy's into these
Oh,
days.
he's an accountant.
Okay, so he's doing some weird
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, he's like completely normal.
He's writing on
no.
on all the taxes. He's writing Terrence is cool.
It says my name on the thing, so
Terrence, his name is
This is
Terrence
cool.
S. Cool now.
can you do me a favor and the W-2 that I just gave you, can you put it in your bra? Just because it has my name on it.
We're gonna get you 30% more money than made last year, and you can take that to the bra.
Like the thing that people used to do in the Civil War where they would say, like, are you over 18? And they would have 18 written on a piece of paper in their shoe.
Mhm.
I don't know why you wouldn't just...
Ah.
You could just lie. I don't know why you would even bother.
Well, if you're being lie detected.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the old-fashioned lie detectors. That
Well,
would be
you know-
would be good for if you had a foot fetish. So it'd be like if you wrote your name on that, and then it would be on their foot.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
Okay.
cool.
Don't give the perverts any ideas, dude.
Well, if they want to,
This is a,
those Civil War kids, I don't know.
Foot fetish guys brute force themselves into liking that over the years.
Yeah, it's
There was like 10% of them that actually did, and then there's a bunch of guys who are like, oh, feet, oh, I'm a foot guy. Or then later they're like, I'm a foot guy.
Well,
They get all serious about it.
you can see it everywhere.
Yeah, well, luckily you don't, because people around here will wear socks and shoes.
Never once have I seen a foot.
And I never will.
Oh, that's good.
I never will.
And I never will.
that's bullshit. You're fucking lying.
Trying to
No,
trick
I've never
people
seen
into
a
sending
foot.
you pictures of their feet. I've never
Yeah,
seen a
that's
foot.
my-
I
I
it's
swear
like
to
my
God.
cheeseburger. It's like my cheeseburger trick when you're with a new group of friends. I've never had a burger. What? Yeah,
Dude,
never had
we're
one.
gonna get you a burger.
They weren't popular.
Like, nah, I don't really want one. It's fine. I don't know. I just haven't had
They're
one
probably
yet.
not even good, so I've never really cared.
Just
what?
Me chiming in after you do that, but I've never had $1 million.
Some guy's like, what?
Bill Gates is over there. What? We gotta get you $1 million, dude. All right.
You overshoot it, then they look back at me like, wait, you have had a burger. I'm like, dang.
They look at your
Thanks a lot,
Instagram.
Tom.
They're scrolling back for 10 minutes.
This guy has never had a burger.
Yo, in 2017, you were tagged in a post at a bistro where you're clearly holding a burger.
I'm like, that's
All right.
a Cuban. Oh.
The last month, you've tweeted about McDonald's 30 times.
Hey,
I'm not
speaking of
sure I can
that,
believe
you
that.
guys.
Nuggets only.
Wow. Let me throw a picture up here in this.
Okay.
Actually, hold on.
Jamie, can we get a picture going?
We get a picture going? Let me put it in the
Jubio, put it on the
It's
screen.
actually on my phone, so I gotta put
Jimmy,
it
can
in
we get a
the
picture going? Oh, wow. They're doing so many great things.
crazy. Yeah, Korea's just
Oh, wow. McDonald's curly fries.
yeah, and apparently something I learned because I was asking
Mm-hmm.
some GeoGuessr friends about their McDonald's fries and like, have you had these, etc. People have been to Korea, blah blah blah. Germany has curly fries
Mm-hmm.
and they have the regular fries, but they alternate them every 3 months.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
And the Germans all said they're both bad, so
Oh.
Aw.
that's
too
just
bad.
European. So they
The regular fries are bad?
They act like McDonald's isn't real food. It's
Is
really
it different
crap.
than here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Almost everything is
Yeah.
just from like regulations.
I guess it would make
We have a
sense
lot
that
of
most
like,
of the
it's-
stuff,
most of
better.
our shit's microplastics.
EU regulations on having like pink slime and stuff are stricter.
Norway McDonald's had chicken wings, and they tasted like KFC chicken wings. It was like crispy with like some spice on the outside.
It's because they're not in
And
the
that-
EU. They can do whatever they want.
They had two weird like McDouble variants. One was the paprika burger, which was just like a McDonald's cheeseburger, but had
Yes.
cold sautéed peppers on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had a like Mexican burger, which had nacho chips and like a light salsa. Not bad.
Well, they're pretty
mean, I
close to
talk about it-
Scotland, where McDonald's is from.
I talk about it all the time, but McDonald's Japan is like, it's so good. It puts most like regular burger places here to shame. It's genuinely,
Really?
it's genuinely
Let me
incredible.
see.
And they always are doing
McDonald's.
like new flavors, new everything. Right now they have a melon soda with like a soft serve ice cream on top, and it just looks incredible. They do like they were doing one piece like things, and so the box was like a pirate ship. What else were they doing? The samurai burger. They have
What
so
the
much
fuck?
fucking sick stuff.
For breakfast, you can get this is a burger, chicken tatsu yuzu flavored grated radish.
Mhm.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Teriyaki chicken fillet of fish, or no, chicken fillet. That confused me. It said Hurumak teriyaki chicken fileo.
They should open a Japanese McDonald's here.
It would do so great.
It would, if like in San Francisco or something. Just open one where all the menus are in Japanese, and then do a big PR campaign.
Look at that one I just posted from
Ooh,
Norway. It's a
truffle cheese beef.
truffle cheese beef. It looks like it's cheese with those fried
Yeah.
onions.
But they do the just even the regular menu. They have like the teriyaki burger, so it's a burger like in teriyaki sauce, and it's really good. And then they also do the egg burger, so they have a fried egg on the burger, and it's so good. Like I wasn't expecting anything, and I think we went because we were looking for like breakfast places because they don't do much breakfast. At least where we were, it was either like convenience stores or like a donut place, and so the only thing that had like some sort of like breakfast food that my wife would want was like McDonald's. So I was like, all right, we can go there. It's fine. And we went there and I was like, oh, this is really good. And then
Japan is one of the places where I would go out of my way to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, and
Despite
then-
me always being like, oh, Poggers, McDonald's. If I was like actually somewhere, I wouldn't try my best to not, unless it's Japan.
And then we got it and like we walked around for so long. We averaged we walked probably 15 miles each day because you're just walking around.
Yeah.
And like you're on the train and we're
Burning
like, all right, we're kinda
6,500
hungry.
calories a
Yeah.
day.
And that's why I can eat 7,000 calories on my cheat day. Just one a week though on Friday.
My cheat
And
month.
we got the McDonald's and I was just like, this is incredible. Like this is so good. And then it's in like train stations and we tried some like tons of other places, but then when we got to Kyoto, it was like 9:30 p.m. and on a Sunday, and so everything was closed except for McDonald's at the train station. It's like, well, guess we're getting McDonald's again, and that's when I had the egg burger. I was like, actually, this is so fucking good.
I'm just like, I'm so Amerifat, but it's mostly just my love of like international shit too. I don't even care about all the McDonald's shit. I just like seeing the different shit.
Same.
It's like,
That's yeah.
I don't even care about trying it. I'm like, oh,
No.
that's cool. Ooh.
Yeah, that is
I
the
had the
reason to go to
teriyaki burger and
KFC
the
in
egg
another
one.
country.
Philippines McDonald's,
Yeah.
I was like, go to too though. They have those little
Yeah,
drumstick
they
chickens
do.
and the white rice. Ooh.
I would love to go there. There was a
Yeah.
few other McDonald's that like have popped up on like the Instagram reels where it's like,
Wait, I know which
Chinese
one.
in a new country.
Andorra.
Andorra.
Andorra
I
has
think
an
Taiwan has
insane
some
one.
good stuff.
YouTube Andorra McDonald's. That shit's fucking insane. Andorra's
those countries,
very, very
like,
rich.
it
and
just-
they
it makes
they're
me-
definitely one of those countries that
It
would
makes
be
me
like
so annoyed that we live here and like we're supposed to be like the pinnacle of just like fast food shit and just being fat and trying all this stuff, and like our McDonald's are just so basic. It's the same shit all the time. All we get is like Monopoly games once in a while.
Yeah, true.
It's like,
Oh
man,
my
they
god,
got
Andorra McDonald's.
I
They
know.
wouldn't
right?
even
cool
let people
shit.
win.
No, they didn't.
That was
They
that was a great fucking documentary about that. The McDonald's rigging shit.
Yeah, it sucks that they prosecuted those people. That was so stupid.
It was really stupid.
Just some dumbass where their cousin said, "Yo, you should cash in this McDonald's thing I'm giving you."
Mm-hmm.
They did it cool.
I was gonna say let them cook, but more like let them order McDonald's.
Mhm.
Let them eat.
I know that's right.
Folks. That's right.
And that's the show.
That's right.
Are we at time? I paused.
No, we're
not.
I had to start a new one.
No, we're not. We're just fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. Fuck y'all.
That gives me an idea though for a stream. Well,
Eat
also
all the
because
McDonald's.
I thought about it. Since I've been streaming a ton on my own channel just because WoW shit's super boring as well on like the main one. But the streams, I thought like anything that I would want to get edited, I'll do on the Chapo channel. Like when I do like the TikTok streams or the
Yeah.
do like the pre-planned ones where I do like the TikTok to the world, all that blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But then that gives me an idea. We should do a stream sometime that's the tier list for all the international shit and see what looks good. Rate it that way. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Because we have enough Amerifats that would care. And actually, everyone could participate because everyone has McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone knows about it.
We should
Yep.
do a country's
Even if
tier
we-
list.
Hey, we should. We
Okay.
should do a
Well, we should do who can win a war with no allies.
yeah. I'm down.
Alex, when's this one going to come out?
What's today? Thursday. I think the 13th. Saturday.
Okay. So it won't be out quite yet, but I edited a YouTube video from when we had Tom Walker on, and I titled it "The Most Busted First Ladies Tier List."
That's a really good one.
For when we watched the How the First Ladies Died video.
Yeah, you
Speaking of
found
that-
the weirdest channel that does sort of auto-generated lists of like how the first ladies died or what the president's favorite food was.
Slaps on some weird music that doesn't really go along with it pretty well.
Yeah, it's like upbeat synthwave. It's awesome.
So it's just
And,
like an AI aggregator kind of.
Speaking of the word busted,
I think so.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like a real account, but they just have it
Yeah,
formatted a certain
yeah.
way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But just like
But,
he finds it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
churning out stuff.
It was bullshit though. They said Trump's favorite food was fast foods, and then they said Biden's favorite foods were fast foods and ice cream.
It's too broad. It's like huge categories of stuff. For some of them, they said meat.
I believe that for Trump, that if you asked him his favorite food, he would just be like fast food.
They have to say fish delight.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. You just look at Trump and like see all the pictures of him. Like, well, it's like when Clemson came to his the White
was
House.
so fucking
and
sick.
Yeah,
it
he
was
bought
just
McDonald's.
he bought more than McDonald's. He bought everything.
Posing
He bought
in front of it.
Chick-fil-A, he bought
Yeah, there was a bunch of
McDonald's.
shit there.
He bought like he
Burger-
brought
he-
anything.
He didn't want to be biased.
Yeah, he brought anything that he thought like, oh, these boys would love fast food, like I did. And so here
If
we
there's
go.
one thing that's for sure, it's if a McDonald's is gonna make 100+ Big Macs, they're all gonna be good.
That's true.
Like, so funny, man.
There's a bus of football players coming in to the White House.
We gotta
So we
feed
got to
them.
make 100 burgers.
And you know those were fresh and hot.
Honestly, that was an awesome party that he had.
Yeah, it was so
5.7
great.
earthquake in California.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's good.
Shaking reported in Sacramento. It was about 80 miles north of there. Damn.
It's them breaking the ground for the new Japanese McDonald's
Very
downtown.
Well, they need to
They
stop
should really have
breaking the
that. They should have an international McDonald's street where they have the McDonald's from
Oh.
every country.
That's a good
Well,
idea.
good. That is some shit that would be in like San Francisco.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like it seems like the best place to
they
put
should have
something
McDonald's
like
Epcot where it's all different countries and it's McDonald's.
Ooh.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Isn't there a worldwide McDonald's in Chicago? Wasn't that like a whole thing and they like took down some fucking beloved building or some shit to build it?
They took down
Well, that was the
Obama's
World of
presidential
Coke.
library.
Wasn't that the World of Coke in Atlanta?
International McDonald's.
The World of Coke,
Chicago.
we saw someone go there on vacation, I think.
There's one in Epcot that has like a world of Coke or soda, and you can go in there and try like the different sodas from different countries. Yeah.
Oh, it might have been Chaos Infinity in Vegas.
Well,
McDonald's Global Menu Restaurant in Chicago.
well, it might have been me. I don't really remember.
Oh, that's cool. How come you didn't go there with Charles, Tom?
We went to
Yeah,
Wendy's.
what the
How come
fuck?
he didn't
Do a
tell you
food
about
review.
it? I'm more mad at him for not
Well,
knowing
yeah, he
about
lives in
it.
Chicago. It's not my
He
fault.
lives there.
He's
Why
such a
doesn't he know
bitch.
about
Yeah,
this?
but he's an idiot. That's
It's like
plain
not knowing
and
about the
simple.
bean.
Charles bitch.
Yeah, Charles doesn't know about the bean either. I had to
It's
show
like
him.
if we had to tell him about the bean.
I did.
Taking someone who lives there to the bean.
Dude, let's meet up with
vis-
the bean. It's so fucking sick.
Visiting someone in New York City and saying, I gotta take you to the Empire State Building.
I got it.
You gotta see this thing.
fucking
It
thing,
just
man.
keeps going up.
I gotta take you to my old stomping ground. Like you, Miles.
Yeah, I used to stomp around here.
Used to jump around here and roll around in the grass, get all itchy,
Do military roles.
breaking his
Yeah,
bones.
he must have ticks.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
he needs Lyme
Oh,
disease on top of whatever he has. Long COVID and
Bird
nutrient
disease.
deficiencies from only eating dairy and having diarrhea exclusively.
He got taken out of the nest too soon. He's
Yeah,
not a fully grown bird.
his
Oh, I
egg
hate
wasn't
him.
thin enough.
Oh, he's disgusting. It is
He's
funny to
awful.
watch him just jump around in like somewhere busy in New York, and he's just rolling around in the grass, and people are looking at him and just like, what is this little freak doing, man?
He was doing gym-free trials for a while. He would take a picture in a different gym every week, and then he stopped.
That's resourceful.
And now he's back to rolling around in the grass, like in somewhere where there have to be needles.
Well, it's just not fair.
He jumps
that
like a frisbee dog.
Everybody's telling on him for being super creepy to women at these gyms,
Yeah.
and then he
He
gets
films,
kicked out.
like that's all he wants to do is film. He doesn't really work out. Like
Mhm.
he'll post pictures of him on the treadmill with his results, and he did like half a mile walking,
Mhm.
and then he'll just take a bunch of pictures and put them up. Like why even go?
I like that he
Sick.
does the same workout routine that like Boston Dad does, which is just walk for like a half mile and then film yourself for like 45 minutes.
I want some real vlogs from Boston Dad because he hasn't. He
I
keeps
mean,
uploading videos from 2014.
I really don't want to see what his wife looks
oh no,
like.
I do.
I know.
After reading that book where she thinks she's
I've
like
read the book twice. I don't want
she's
to
thinking.
see anymore.
Oh, well, I edited it.
Yeah,
She's
that's
like the
true.
main character of reality, and God talks to her and tells
Yeah.
her to live on a houseboat.
Yeah, it's
It just,
cool.
I don't know. I feel I would like to see her.
She's like fully like blind and just not.
like they
I don't
haven't
think
taken
she's
a
all
picture
there.
of her in like 7 years,
Yeah,
and she's not that old. They're younger than my parents.
she's old. She's in her 60s. She's much.
Is she?
She's like 10 years younger than or older than Boston Dad. I think.
No, not that
From
much.
I think it's pretty significant.
Damn. Yeah,
That's
maybe she
fucking
is the
insane.
same age as my parents, but still.
But
I
also,
don't know.
like, she's lived a life of just pure pain out of choice, and so of course, like, some of this stuff is gonna like come back and bite her in the ass. Of course, she's not gonna take care of herself. She's never taken care of herself. She's never taken care of her kids.
that
blind
book,
faith.
like the way
Yeah,
that
God
book
got
talks
her.
about those shitty movies that he made, like his awful TV pilots, where it was like American Pie style humor,
Yeah,
but way too hammy and just like viscerally unpleasant. And she was talking about it like, oh, I'm just praying that he stops doing this satanic content, and like he was in Boston and they were estranged, and it's
well, I will agree with her. The stuff he was doing is evil.
Oh,
Everything he
absolutely.
does is evil.
It
She's right
sucks,
about
but
that.
it's just it adds an extra layer. watching this horrible cringe shit when it like destroyed a family because this guy was so determined to make it, and it just sucks.
I will never forgive her though for not letting him do porn.
Yeah. That'd be so good. But her version of porn, I think, is some of his commercials where he has like a woman in a bikini.
Yeah.
And she's like, "This is fucking porn.
I know,
this is
but
evil."
I just like to think about turning on like a fucking old like 2004 Bang Bus and this long-haired Boston dad being like, "Oh yeah, look at those."
Just with his wide hips trying to fit into the bus.
Yeah.
And the weirdest part of it is
The shot
that
starts with his big wide hips and ass and a thong, and it pans out and it's him climbing into the van.
like I think it was probably her that was the impetus behind him switching the content to stuff about their family.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because she was so mad about him not doing Christian stuff and like.
I mean, he might have just seen YouTube other families succeed.
That too, but I think.
But he also filmed himself and filmed his family even at that, like when they were when they were little. Yeah, when they were little.
Yeah,
like,
they did. We've seen them. We've seen both kids being born. I was about to say that.
Ew.
Yeah, the wedding. Like when they uploaded that sitcom pilot that they did, that wasn't even a sitcom. It wasn't even funny. It was just like
10 times now.
Me too. Yeah, the wedding video, and then it's like the both birth videos of the kids.
A graphic birth video of Soleil, and then it cuts to him at his dad's house, and he's holding a little jar of semen, and then they're in the van driving to the hospital. And then it cuts to him somewhere filming something and taking a phone call from his wife, and she's like in pain, and he's just like, I'll be there soon, and then like looks over the camera, looks straight ahead again, and like starts crying, being like, it hurts so bad that I can't be there with her.
It's such a crazy disconnect because they're Christian, and they like she won't let him do a commercial with like a woman in a bikini in it or something, but then they're holding up cum. They're holding up cum.
Imagine if their little pilot got picked up and that was on TV and he holds it up and it's all blurred. Everybody'd be like, oh.
Ew. And
they'd have to blur it. So it'd just be this blurry thing in his hand. It'd be a great TV moment. Everybody'd be like, oh, that guy had cum.
They didn't even have a premise to the sitcom. Also, it was just that they're a family and we have home movies.
And he made that cum at his dad's house while he was wearing a Spider-Man button-up silk shirt.
So like he's in the bathroom beating off into a cup while his parents are outside.
Yes.
Oh no!
And he heard his mom out there talking while he's beating off.
Come on, son. You gotta make a new grandchild for me.
You gotta give me
just
some cousins.
It's like Meghan Trainor.
You gotta give Alex some cousins.
You know, like everything's preserved now on the internet, and I'm sure, you know, like Ocean is 19 now.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's good at the computer, and he's gonna see probably at some point the cum that made him in a cup being held by his dad wearing the Spider-Man shirt. And that's
pretty cool.
just, I'm glad that there isn't stuff like that from my parents. I'm glad that I can't see the cum that made me. I'm glad that I don't see like the video of my birth.
Just my dad giving my dad in like a Scarface button up, giving 2 thumbs up in front of like a cream pie. Like, oh, Dad, that's awesome, dude.
Some things don't need to be photographed.
Thanks for making me, Dad.
Fuck. Be like one of those dads that has like a picture of the mom with like her tits out on the car mirror with like 4 kids in the car. Come on, man.
Well, they sucked on them.
yeah, they've seen them.
Yeah,
know what they look like.
They know them.
Fuck.
Well, thank you for listening.
Yeah, what time are we at?
Oh yeah,
104. 1 hour 4 minutes.
All right, thank you for listening, everybody.
We love you.
God
love
bless
you. Bye bye.